Hey, I'm Anthony. I'm a language teacher and a language learner myself. And so I made myself the challenge for 2023 to record myself and film myself applying my methods in order to learn Arabic. Arabic's a language I've been looking to learn for a long time, but it's been one that I just have not gotten around to. Um, the different alphabet has kind of scared me off for a long time. But for 2023, I set myself the challenge for myself and for my students so that they can see um, to learn Arabic, to apply my method of survival language learning, kind of like that framework I have right, in order to learn a language. Right? And so to begin with, I'm focusing on learning to read it, right? Going pretty well with that. I'll show you here the book I'm using, but I got a book to help me teach that. And then I also have a book focused on the Lebanese dialect of Arabic, not learning modern standard Arabic, learning a dialect. Right now, I'm looking to learn the Lebanese dialect, other than switch to the Egyptian dialect here soon. More than likely, it's going to be kind of a mixture, kind of how my Spanish is to a way of picking up phrases or way things are said because I like it. So what we have up here right now is like my survival language framework. I used it when I went to Romania, learned Romanian. I used the same idea when I was in Morocco, learning a little bit more Arabic in order to survive there. Right. So step one starts off learning the basic phrases. I want, I need, can I have, naam, la, shukran, right? Afwan, the basic phrases, right, of Arabic. Sabah al-khair, right? Good morning. Salam alaikum, hello. The next thing I'm going to focus on is learning the conjugations of verbs. Um, this is kind of where I'm at. Those basic phrases and things like that, I kind of learned when I was in Morocco, kind of studying a little bit of Arabic while there. Right. So now I'm focused on conjugations. The articles are really easy. There's which is the, and there's no a, right? Um, Gender, there's male, female, right? And then I've got all of my subjects here. Ana, inta, inti, huwa, he, right? After that, I'm going to learn a few tense as well as focus in on the we and you all present tense. The reason I focus on I and you first is because it lets me have like a basic conversation. What do you do? I do this. Where do you live? I live here. Right. And then learning the we and you all, and also learning the question words to be able to start have that basic back and forth conversation. Right. Step four, learn third person of the present. Right. So that's he, she, they. Right. And learn one past tense. Right. The present perfect I have listed here because it's what I will learn in Spanish. Right. Uh, and also memorizing relevant vocab to you in your daily life. Right. After that, I'm going to learn how to express likes and dislikes, how to use those modal verbs, right? I want to do something, I need to do something, I should do something. All right. And continue to learn the past tense. Step six is learning the commands and the objects, which in Arabic, the objects are super simple. It's how to express position as well, right? And then also working to expand that vocabulary related to you, right? Step seven, learn the past tense, learn conjugations and connecting words, start to make more complex thoughts, more longer videos, or more longer sentences, words, dialogues, right? Expand vocab, learn the conditional, right? Just start forming more complex sentences, right? So how I'm going to do this as I'm going to give myself 3 months, January, February, March. At the end of this time, and here shortly as well, I'm going to have a conversation with an italki tutor. I'm going to try to have one of those once a week, maybe once every other week, right? In order to measure progress. And at the end of these 12 weeks, 3 months, we'll see how much I've learned, right? With the goal of later on in the year going to Lebanon, Egypt, something like that, to travel, use my Arabic, see the country. Right? Cool, guys. Thank you guys for hanging around, sticking with me as I talk through this first little bit. Right? Um, just so I can share with you. Let me show you what materials I'll be using. So this is one. It's called Spoken Lebanese, right? And then this book of Teach Yourself, uh, Beginner's Arabic. You can kind of see it up here on the top. Those are going to be the first two I'll take a look at. I've got a couple courses here from Asimil I'm going to take a look at. These are like standard Arabic. Right? And then I've got three or probably a lot of like Arabic colloquial dialect. So to begin, it's going to be Lebanese, shifted into Arabic, Egyptian Arabic as I get farther along. Right? So I'm going to start out with this, learning to write, starting learning this to learn some vocab, get some words into my brain, right? And then start working into this colloquial Arabic of Egypt series. Cool, guys. Well, I look forward to sharing with you guys my experience, how I study, what I like to do, what I do to practice in other ways that aren't just sitting here memorizing things. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Give me a follow, give me a like, give me a share, all that good stuff. And I look forward to sharing with you guys on this journey. Right now, I'm going to get back into learning to read and take a look at the script, as well as complete a lesson or two here of this and memorize some words here. Because that's what it's all about in the beginning. I'm not too worried about being able to, say complex thoughts or get full sentences out all the time, right? But being able to having vocab is what helps. It'll be much more enjoyable, be much more fun. This is day one, the 9th of January. I look forward to talking to you guys soon and sharing with you my experience of learning Arabic. Bye now. Already kind of these expressions from having been in Morocco, hanging out with some Syrian kids in Turkey. So what I'm doing right now, I'm working on, I think this is chapter 4, yes it is. I'm just working through the book, working through the dialogue. I'm not absorbing things, right? I'm trying not to put too much thought into, does this make sense? Why is this happening? Why want all the rules, right? Of course, we need rules. We want rules. We'll get to rules, right? But in the beginning, I find it best to just try and absorb things, right? And spit them back out, right? It's not necessarily to understand everything behind it, right? Understand. For example, I don't need to know why. I do know why this happens, but why it's Bali versus Balak versus Balik versus Bado, right? It doesn't matter at this point in the station. I just need to know that Anna goes with Badi, which I want Inta Balak, which is you want, Huwa Badu, right? He wants. I'll keep you up to date as I keep going. I'm gonna keep working through this and I'll let you know how it goes. Over a lot of writing and mostly work with the spoken Lebanese book to pick up words specifically. Take a look at the verbs. I have another website I've been using to help me out with verbs and things like that. And then went through a couple chapters of the book, wrote down some keywords. Remember, survival Spanish, survival language learning. It's about learning the words that are important to you, right? So I learned like the words for foods I like, rice, apples, chicken, right? Don't know what the word for cauliflower is. Don't know what the word for eggplant is, right? Just don't eat it. It's probably not going to pop up in my life, right? With me being like, I want whatever. Anabali, whatever, right? It's just not going to pop up. So worked with that, wrote out some sentences, practicing just like the basics of verb conjugation. I like to do things over and over to try and get it pounded into my head. So that's what I did. Wrote down sentences, worked on memorizing vocab, pertinent to me, specifically concerning foods and colors. Most like big thing I'm going over today. And yeah, thanks for following along, guys. Look forward to sharing more as I continue to learn Arabic. You guys get to see the progress I make over the next 2, 3 months. So thank you guys so much. Have a great night, and I look forward to speaking soon. Adios.